Good afternoon. The President of the South African Council of Churches, Anglican Archbishop Thabo Makgoba, together with other clerical representatives, are visiting KwaZulu-Natal following the devastating floods there. They're also visiting displaced communities seeking refuge in local churches. Let's get more on the story with SABC News senior reporter Chriselda. A very good afternoon to Chriselda. Just describe what's happening around you.
Well, Nzinga, a very good afternoon to you. As you can see, the desperation for water is quite huge in and around the areas that have been affected, of course, by those devastating floods. As you can see here next to me, community members, young, old, women, children, men, everyone has come to this truck to try and put up. It's a bit of a scorcher in this area here today. We are around the Inanda area, and if I could just show you here for a second, many of the residents have come here complaining about not having access to water, and as a result, at this particular point, you have a situation where these residents say they are hoping that more assistance will be given to them because of the hot weather conditions. They need water to drink, they need water to bath. Most of the children in schools that have been affected by the floods have not gone to school. You would have heard, of course, that the minister had indicated the number of schools that had been affected by the devastating floods. So here, the desperation for water, certainly something that this community and others as well are hoping will be addressed. I've seen quite a number of tankers now in these areas trying to assist to ensure that residents here are able to at least get clean water. Towards this particular area now, maybe I can speak to Umama Sanbona ma kunjani. Siyaxolisa nje ukuniphazamisa, siyabona nje ukuthi nizolanda amanzi. I-truck ifike namhlanje.
Ifike namhlanje truck indile. So amanzi siwagcine njengoba izobubona abanye bathola ngamanzi.
You hear there, Nzinga, saying that the last time that this water tanker was here was on Saturday. So it seems like in some of these areas where you get days, the trucks are not. It's also because they need to service other areas as well. I'm going to go into, as you indicated, Nzinga, the South African Council of Churches had been visiting. He's still doing that. He's still visiting some of the areas, in particular these community halls where hundreds of residents have been accommodated, in particular those who have lost everything. You see some of these, this rice being brought inside this community hall. There's really a desperation at this stage for simple basic needs. This is one of the community halls that the South African Council of Churches is visiting here today. We're just going to come in and see if we... All right. I beg your pardon, Bishop? Oh, there are children as well. Bishop, perhaps now that you are here, let me have a word with you, perhaps with Archbishop Makgoba as well. If we could go in, we're going to try and avoid where the children... Is this only a children's facility?
We're negotiating with them to allow...
Oh, I see. All right. No, I think it's not a good idea if we go in. Yes. All right.
But we're just sorting themselves out.
All right. Bishop, while we are here, Malisupumlwana, you've been visiting quite a number of these areas. This is the second community hall that you have visited. What have you found as the South African Council of Churches?
We've got teams that are going in the different places. We consider this the quality walk of witness because in a one sense, it is a witnessing to the love of God in their midst as they experience God from their different faith traditions. But it is also a witness that we bear witness to their experiences so that we can see what kind of help is necessary for them as they tell us. And so, for example, the most pressing thing is privacy. I mean, it's all very nice to say, let's bring all these people to the hall. You've got some of men and the other whose husband is paralyzed on the one side. They do need that they can be. So that this
We apologize for the break in connection there. We know that there are still infrastructure challenges in KwaZulu-Natal. They may be affecting that crossing with Chriselda Lewis. We will get an update from her a little bit later.